So 2021 has been, I guess, like it's been for anyone else, full of ups and downs, but most of the ups, in terms of ups, I think business-wise, everything has been pretty good. My podcast, well, I wouldn't say podcast, but my live streaming podcast company with Shaq PodHub has been, we've been doing pretty good. My own company, Friday Entertainment, has been creating a lot of content for lots of the government and private clients on a large scale. We've been doing a lot of cool travel-based documentaries and travel-based videos. So even during this time, we've been traveling for work and getting various things done. It's been the same pretty much, except for the fact that you don't go visiting, or you don't go meet people, you don't go out as much. But work-wise, it's been very hectic, and so far with the movie release in 2021, it's been, I would say, pretty a good year so far. So the theme song for this movie, Night Walk, which stars guys like Mickey Rourke, Eric Roberts, Patrick Kilpatrick, and our very own friend Frederick James Koch, who is the son of the legendary Alston Koch. Alston got me involved in this project back in 2000 and I think late 2018, early 2019, and we started writing the song for the film based on what the film was about. And the film tackles a lot of sensitive issues like racism, and it talks about, there's an element of, I think, terrorism as well in it, and there is a lot of tension in terms of how cultures collide, and it is in one sense it's your pop culture movie, like with the love story, but at the same time it tackles a lot of key sensitive issues, and there is hope, there is despair, there is adventure, there is thriller. It's a thriller rather. There is drama to it, but it's a bit of a dark story in the end if you think about it. It's a beautiful dark story. So we wrote the song also sort of in that same lines. It had a beautiful sort of dark element. And if you take the genres, it fuses pop, rock, and electronic. So it's kind of a interesting thing that we've done there. We've been working on the song for the last 2.5 years, and the reason for that is because obviously when you make a song for a movie, there's so many different ideas and so many people involved, and you go back and forth with ideas. And well, we're happy with the final product. The song is sung by Frederick James Koch, who also is starring in the movie, obviously, and he co-wrote the song with me on one of his several trips to Sri Lanka back in 2019, before all this COVID pandemic. So we wrote the song together, and working with Fred is such an amazing experience. He's such a beautiful person, and we had a wonderful experience and a wonderful journey writing and producing this song together. And now the music video is also going to be released next week with the shots from the movie. So very excited about the release. So as I said, Alston Koch was involved with the film producers, the director Aziz Tazi, who was a wonderful young director, and this is, I believe, his first big Hollywood movie release. First big Hollywood movie release. He's of Moroccan descent, and he's in America, and so he's. The film is really distributed by Lionsgate Distribution, which is one of the world's biggest and largest distributors. I think many of you guys would have seen it in those opening movie scenes, where the Lionsgate pictures or distribution or whatever comes up. So it's really nice to have such a young group of people, as well as people like us who are obscure in the international scene, to be part of a movie where you've got all these superstars that we've watched on TV and in dramas and in films, and to now all be in the same credits list. So it's absolutely stellar. Yeah, of course, this is my first time working on a Hollywood movie, and I don't know if there are many Sri Lankans who are living here, born here, living here, who have worked on projects like this before. If I am, do let me know. So either way, whether it's a first or not for a Sri Lankan, I think it's still something that we all have to be proud about, because of the fact that for me, it's not about some personal gain here, but it's about the fact that I hope this story will inspire some kids out there who have just got a laptop and are just learning how to produce music on YouTube or whatever, and they understand that. We didn't do this. We did this entire product in my home studio, and some of the stuff was even mixed in my bedroom studio, not even in my home studio, because I had two setups, and that just shows that you don't, with all the tools that you've got in your hand today, you don't really need these fancy big studios and $500,000 equipment to get a decent job done, which is accepted by the world. I mean, sometimes we Sri Lankans, I've seen a lot of it in our industry, a lot of Sri Lankans, especially a lot of musicians and producers and engineers who start getting too technical and start talking about this compressor, that limiter, or they need this, or you need that, or you need Pro Tools, or you need something else. You don't need any of those things, although yes, having them will give you a certain advantage, but it's not the core. The core comes from here in terms of making music from the heart, and it comes from the creativity you have up there. So it's really about putting down a good melody, putting down some good lyrics, and just making sure that the music fits what you're trying to say in the song. And at the end of the day, giving your heart and soul into it, putting the hours of work into it, and just going for it, and obviously making connections, and I think the most important thing I want to get out of this is this whole thing has come about because of teamwork, and not because we were fighting with each other or people were trying to outdo each other. That's one thing that this industry really needs. I see a lot of it here, a lot of bickering, a lot of jealousy and fighting and envy, and you can't do that. I mean, you're inevitable, it's going to be there, but you've got to fight that, and you've got to be able to work together in collaboration to achieve something big. Yeah, I'm currently working on I think the Gypsy song, Mage Adre, I believe that's what it's going to be titled, featuring vocals from Monique Ville from the Gypsies. It's going to be out this year. It's a love ballad. It's going to be great. I'm really excited about it. I've also done a song which I produced, and not produced, but I wrote back in 2013 or 14, I can't remember, called Apinatamu, and that's coming out as Corinne Almeida's new single, and it's a really fun 6/8 dance baila tune, modern baila tune, and very excited about that as well. Internationally also there are a few projects. There's another upcoming movie that we are currently working on, and again a Hollywood movie. So we'll see. Things are looking bright, and it's just about putting our heads down, feet permanently planted on the ground, and working hard. Thank you so much, Decibel. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported and shown love by sharing and spreading the word. And the music video will be out soon, and we'll be sharing the link with you guys as well. Do watch it, do share it, do comment, because after all, this is not just another movie that's coming out. This is, for us, a victory for Sri Lankans, to say that in a dark time like this, there are lots of positive things that can come out, and we have to keep working hard.